everyone, it's your girl Mo Heavens, and I'm excited to be on your screen yet again today. Alright, I know it's been a while that I've broadcasted because I've been busy sorting things out, but I'm glad I'm here again. Now today I have something quite crucial I will be talking on. It's a question I want to pose to people, but then I want to give my own take on this subject. Basically, it's about how do you deal with old flames as a Christian. Now, your exes, how do you deal with exes as a Christian? As trivial as it sounds, it is very, very crucial in a marriage. I personally am of the opinion that the fact that I am married does not mean that I am automatically unfriending everybody I've dated in the past. Unfriending meaning I am no longer friends with them. I do not think that is the way it should be. That's what I think personally. Now, having said that, I need also to bring you guys to understand that we need to balance things. As individuals, as Christians, as adults, responsible adults, I believe we all know what is right from what is wrong. When something is wrong, you know. When it is right, you know. When you have to start hiding, you're unable to open up to your partner as to whatever it is you're doing, who you're talking with, what you're saying, you know it is wrong. But if you're able to balance things, if you're able to open up and just be free about whatever it is you're doing, then you're fine. There's really nothing to hide. If there's nothing to hide, then you're okay. All right. In a situation where this person you're dealing with is someone that's constantly in your face, it's probably someone you go to the same church with, or someone you work in the same place with, or someone that you live in the same neighborhood with, or just someone that is constantly around you. Do you then, without having any real reason, your reason is just that I am married and so I am no longer friends with you? I don't think that's right. I believe that the fact that you're married is good. It's an honorable position. As a man or as a woman, it's an honorable position. And as such, you also need to walk in that honor. But it does not necessarily mean that everyone you were friends with or you are dated in the past are your enemies. Again, I will go to what I said earlier as to when we know what is right from what is wrong. If you're able to have a relationship that is healthy with this kind of person, let's assume this person is married. If you're able to be friends even with their spouse and make them friends with your spouse, I see nothing wrong in it. And so these are friends that you've known for a long time. So why all of a sudden marriage just makes you enemies with them? The only reason why I would say that you need to be mindful and resist, because the Bible says that you should resist the devil and he will flee from you. The only point where I would say that is when you yourself, you know that this friendship, this relationship I might have with this person after marriage, I would not be able to handle it because of XYZ reason. Maybe while we were dating, we were so closely knitted that if I am left with this person alone, I am not sure I can compose myself. When you know that, in your heart of hearts, then at this point, I will tell you that you also need to be careful. You also need to be very careful. And being careful doesn't mean that you're not friends with them. Make sure, of course, you're not left alone with this person. There's so many kinds of friendship. You define what friendship you have with this person. But what I cannot understand is when you're just, for no reason, not saying hello. No, you're just, and there's just commotion all of a sudden. Why? Also, moving forward, I'd like to say sometimes, even as friends with your ex, you also need to be mindful of the kind of conversations you have. Again, your conversations usually could be, you remember when we went to da, 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 da. You remember when we did that? You remember when, we used to do stuff, stuff like that. And those kind of conversations will bring back memories. Now, if it was at the point in your marriage where, because we all know that marriages are a journey of ups and downs, a journey of different things happen in your marriage. If it was a point in your marriage that it was at the low time, and then you were having this kind of conversation, and what help would that bring to you? You also need to be careful of the kind of conversations you have with that kind of person. Also, is this person your go-to person? You're having an issue and this is the first person that comes to mind to talk with. Is this person the person you talk to about issues or whatever it is you have in your marriage? I think that is wrong, because again, there'll be sentiments. You could go, oh, my wife did XYZ, or my husband did whatever, and all that, and there'll be sentiments in what they would say to you. Of course, this person used to be very dear to you, used to be your number one person and all that, and you're probably just very relaxed talking with somebody like that as a friend, and they'll come up with, after all said and done, they'll come up with things like, oh, why didn't you end up with me? I would not have treated you like that. We probably would not have had such issues, stuff like that. And you need to hear that for a long time. Not even for a long time. You just need to hear that a couple of times actually. And then you begin to wonder, maybe I would have just ended up with this person. Maybe if I was with him or if I was with her, my life would have just panned out a lot better than it is right now. But you know what? It is the lie of the devil. If that person was married, you need to just be friends with their spouse and know what their spouse is dealing with. No one is perfect. I understand the fact that, maybe the problem you're having with your spouse might not be what problem you would have with somebody else if you were with them. But for sure, you would have one issue or the other with because even you yourself, sometimes we have issues with ourselves as individual. So there is nowhere that you'll be with somebody and that person will just be a perfect match, no issue whatsoever, where everything will just be smooth. It is not true. We know these things, but what I'm just trying to say is that as much as I encourage people not to say, because I'm married and so you're not my friend anymore, I can't say hello to you, you cannot. No, as much as I say that, I also promote balancing things. I am not advocating you to go and be best friends with that person. You're talking to the person every day, every night. You're just going to end up in a mess if that's what you're doing. And I'm not saying that you should then say, oh, Mo Heavens on our show said we should not be enemies with our exes and blah blah blah, and so my ex is now my newest best friend. No, we are all adults. We know these things. You know what is right from what is wrong. All I am just saying is, and this is just how I feel about it, you might feel otherwise, but this is what I feel. I feel that the fact that you're married does not necessarily mean that you're enemies or you're unfriending your ex or friends you've had prior to marriage. You just need to know how to balance things. But in situations where truly that I cannot balance things with this person, I don't think I can do it, I don't think I can handle it, then by all means resist and the devil will flee from you. Now, this is just my own take on this subject matter. I'd like to read from you guys. I'd like to know what you feel. I'd like us to ponder on this. Let's just relate. It's the 29th of December 2018. The year is almost a wrap, and we're hoping that 2019 will come with so much blessings. So this is where I end this video. I await your responses, your comments and everything below. Now remember, share, like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mo Heavens. Until I see you in 2019, God bless you.